Hi, it's Marie-France here. Welcome to Healthy Cooking for Food Lovers. I am making today a very simple recipe for fish. I'm going to be using cod, so it's going to be a cod à la Provençale. So what's Provençale is Herbes de Provence. So it's a mix of herbs that are typical to France, but you can actually find all those herbs in one bottle. But it's very simple. All I do is simple all the time, so this will take just no time to prepare. And I'm using cod. Cod is like, I think I can call it the fish for the beginners, because it's a fish is not so strong. So if you have problem giving fish to your family, the cod is the one that is always easy to serve, because it doesn't have a strong smell, it doesn't have a strong taste, and we make it what we make it. So today it's in a tomato sauce and it's gonna be delicious and simple. So let's get started. So we're gonna start with some olive oil. It's a very simple recipe and it takes no long at all. So 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm gonna add to this 1 French shallot already chopped. So 1 French shallot here. So here our French shallot, it's just simmering a little bit. We don't want to cook them too much. So we're ready for the next ingredient, just about. So to our shallot, we're gonna add half a cup of white wine and simmer that for just a couple of minutes, 2 minutes maybe. Smells nice already. Here I have 1 large tomato, fresh tomato from our garden, and then we just peel it. And to peel the tomato, it's very simple. You put it in the hot water, boiling water for 1 minute, and then take it out, put it in cold water, and the peel will come off very easy. So this is what we have here, 1 fresh peeled tomato. So I'll wait just about 2 minutes for this wine to evaporate a little bit, and then I'll add the tomato, and I'll add also some tomato sauce. It's also the fresh tomato sauce that we made from our tomatoes. So our wine has diminished from about half. Now we're going to add the tomato and also our beautiful tomato sauce that we prepared ourselves. So tomato and tomato sauce here. And now it's time to add our herbs. Here we have les Herbes de Provence, our herbs, and you can buy this already ready in the supermarket. It's called Herbes de Provence or Herb of Provence, I suppose. But they come all together already. Us, we use our herbs that we have here. I've ground them together. They're dried herb, they're not fresh, this one. We have thyme, oregano, basil, rosemary, fennel seed, marjoram, parsley, tarragon. So they're all mixed together here, and we're gonna just put all of this in our sauce to cook together. It smells amazing. There was about maybe 1/4 teaspoon of each here. You can prepare some more and keep them in your pantry as well. So we're gonna start mixing the herbs here, and we're gonna add also 2 bay leaves to the pot here. And then we have some capers, maybe 1 big tablespoon of capers. And we have some Kalamata olives. They're beautiful. Now let me tell you about the Kalamata olive. Let me show you. I like to buy the Kalamata that are whole, because they're more firm and more fresh and more delicious. but in this case we don't need to have pips, so it's a very simple way to do it. When you want to take the pips out, you just put it on your board, your olive on your board, and you press it with your thumb just like this. You can just be careful not to splash yourself because some juice coming. You just press it with your thumb, and then the pip will come out like that. Very easy. I separate them into olives. So we have about 12 olives here, all halves. So that's all there is to our sauce. Salt, pepper, of course. So I'm gonna add the salt here, generous, and pepper. And it's already simmering. So now we have our cod that's coming into the pot. Now I like the cod because it's a nice thick fish as well, and the thing with fish is that it's always so important not to cook too much, and that's when it goes rubbery and it's not so nice. So we need to cook just a little bit. So this is gonna go in our sauce and simmer together for just about, I'd say 12 minutes. I will check after 12. It's between 12 to 15 minutes maybe. So we're gonna season our fish as well. A little bit of salt. I have it sitting on a paper towel because I like to take as much moisture as possible out of it. We'll put some salt and pepper on our fish, and then we are going to send it in our pot just like this and bury it a little bit in the sauce. So we have 3 pieces of fish here. So here they go in our pot, and I will just make sure that they buried here, but no stirring now because we don't want it to break apart our fish. So we're just gonna cover that and just let it simmer for about 12 minutes, and it will all come apart and it'll be perfect. Now we're gonna have this with some asparagus. These are ready to go into the oven. I just put it on a baking sheet with a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper. It's gonna go in the oven at 200 Celsius, and it's gonna stay there for just about 10 minutes, so it's about the same time. Our fish is ready, asparagus are ready. It took all of 12 minutes, so very easy, very quick. We got some fresh parsley here that we're gonna chop a little bit to put on top, and then we're gonna serve our fish now. Beautiful sauce. There's some olives there, and beautiful. We're gonna add some asparagus here, some parsley, fresh parsley. Voila, a little bit of olive oil on top. Salt, pepper to finish, and it's ready. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, et voila! We have a beautiful cod à la Provençale. Bon appétit!